the last 2 days, I'm exploring the smallest direct drive wheelbase available on the market, and Moza once again managed to exceed my expectations from force feedback point of view. There are different shape and type DD bases on the market, but this one is from another world. The R3 is capable to produce 3.8 Nm peak torques and comes with 27 cm steering wheel in this shape and hard rubber grips. The big deal of that wheel is the compatibility with Xbox, which we can see on the layout of the buttons. Spring-loaded shifters, rev indicator, and my personal favorite energy style quick release. Table clamp with extra silicone grips to be attached on desk if needed, and pedal set with position sensor with rubber grip for carpet use. Basically, everything we need to drive a car on Xbox or PC. Now, if you stick for long enough in the sim racing world, at some point you will realize how deep this rabbit hole is, and you will find people like me who drive way more expensive sim rigs than actual cars. However, if you just start this journey, that bundle can be a very good starting point. I'm in this world for almost 20 years and spent 7 of those on Logitech G25 and 27, and I can tell you one thing: old-timer like me can see those 20 years difference from force feedback quality point of view. The pedals, shifters and buttons on the wheel are basic, just like on those more affordable starting kits, and will get the job done, but when we came to the base, things are changing completely. My point is, if you are going to start now and you are on Xbox or PC, forget about all the gear and belt-driven systems. They are already in the past. My goal in that video is mostly to check if the power of that base is enough to cover you for a bit longer if you are going to dive in the sim racing rabbit hole, as you're gonna need to spend for better rig and seat, maybe new PC, and go for triple screens or VR, new pedals, and the list is going on and on. So first, to be able to use this little cutie on my rig, I had to use the extension kit from Moza, but in the last 2 bases they have changed the shaft, and I built this monkey extension with 1 extra quick release, which will make the job even harder for the R3 with that extra load. I also set the $40 Formula wheel for start and hit the road. As I've said, there is not much power, even if I personally expected less than that, but all the detail, smoothness and speed is definitely there. In fact, it feels a lot like the R5. I can definitely feel and understand the car and tire behavior. The settings I used are max torque on the pit house, 0 dumping and friction, and 100% speed, which makes the feedback very rapid. Overdrive the car, catching slides and feeling the limits is exactly like supposed to be in the DD world, just with less power. Next, I switched to the 300mm round wheel in a rally car, and even having bigger size, I had to pull back the wheel speed to 10% as it was returning way faster than I wanted. With around 3 Nm peaks, the base did absolutely stunning job. last test was to attach the flagship FSR wheel, which is way heavier than the previous combo, but in smaller diameter, and jump on Nordschleife. Turn back the rotation speed to 100% and hit the road again. Everything is there, guys. I can feel the texture of the road and the limits of the tires. As I've said, maybe it doesn't have the power of the bigger bases, and definitely it's not going to give me a workout, but the force feedback texture and reaction speed is there. If that is going to be your first base, it produces the same information just with less torques and can teach you drive. Again, this is not very in-depth review, and if you need one, Boosted Media have very detailed video which I highly recommend to get the full picture. And as I've said, my goal was mostly to make sure this little device can deliver in different circumstances, and I have to admit, I'm very positively surprised from the performance, and I can easily say the few extra bucks from Logitech G29 worth more than I wished. If you want to start now sim racing, this for sure is the most affordable and very decent option for the beginning of your journey.